Say man, this little Shay. Hollering at y'all all the way from the A. And we at Casa Library today with Santana or Simone The Mastermind.
Yeah.
Or, you got another name?
No,
You don't have no more names?
I do, but the list gets long.
Okay. I wanted to hit all of them just for fun. I really did. But, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm chilling.
Chilling.
I'm cool. I'm kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Huh?
I said period.
Yeah. How you doing?
I am good. I'm really shy, so I'm trying.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
I know you don't want to do this. Can you move that mic a little bit closer to you?
Are you serious?
Yes.
It's just my soft voice.
Please.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Okay.
So, if you do a brief, introduction of yourself and the things that you do.
Okay. Well, hello everyone. I am Santana, commonly known as Simone The Mastermind, your number one business and marketing strategist. Oh wow, I like that.
Hey.
And so what I do, I assist CEOs and founders of nonprofits with marketing strategy catered to scalable growth. I had a brain fart.
It's okay.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing for the last 9 years, full time in my business, and I really take joy in teaching people how to leverage their online presence to push whatever they got going, whether it's an event, a business brand, nonprofit, whichever. Bring me the idea and I execute, and that's why they call me the mastermind.
For sure.
Period.
All right. So did you go to college?
I did go to college. I actually went to college for chemistry and biotechnology.
Really? Where?
I went to Memphis for chemistry, only to realize that's not what I wanted. So then when I did a few classes at Southwest is when I learned, oh no, it's biotechnology that I want to do. So biotechnology and cybersecurity. I used to,
Used to hack people computers?
Yes. That's actually my go-to line. But yeah. Well, not their computers. But
Heck, what? The phone?
I mean, computer stuff. Like back in the day when Facebook was easier to get into.
Oh my gosh.
Just going on each other friends' posts like, oh, I eat boogers today.
Oh, wow.
Stupid. Or,
so you smart. Like, you smart.
I mean, I used to be.
You used to be?
Yeah.
What you mean you used to be?
The whole tech field, I feel like it's not like riding a bike. Like, you gotta stay at it.
Yeah.
Like, now, probably couldn't crack a software or nothing.
Okay.
But it was actually my first love.
Okay.
In the grown-up world, so I am an inner tech nerd at heart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me how old you are on the podcast today?
See? Why are you so invested in my age?
I'm just trying to see.
I'm older than you.
Okay. Fine.
I respect your elders.
That's how you feel?
Exactly.
No. I'm just playing. Sometimes.
I am in my 30s. So there's that. But you don't have to say ma'am to me. It's
Are
fine.
you ashamed of your age?
Absolutely not. I'm very young and tender.
Okay.
Yeah.
Young and tender.
I'm a spring chicken.
Young and tender?
Yeah.
Okay. That's wild. Okay. All right. Okay.
Mhm.
You done?
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
So you went to college for, what'd you say, tech?
I went to college for stuff that I'm not even doing now.
Are you mad about that? Are you upset with that?
I used to be.
Uh-huh.
I used to be because I'm like, what the heck? But, I mean, it still was an experience, So
how you find yourself in marketing?
Well, when I was in corporate, I was responsible for...
We too cool, sorry. We too cool, we got shades on. Sorry, I just had to put that on.
Period.
Period. Period.
When I was in corporate America, I would assist with building up stores, like, getting the employees together, exceeding store company goals. Like, I'm the shiznit when it comes to sales and marketing. But I was never interested in entrepreneurship. Like, I always wanted to be that corporate ladder climbing girl, like, especially in my family, like, to just be able to make your way up in a company. It was just like a big thing. But it wasn't until I was in the position of, I guess, like, leadership and administration, and I learned, like, it's kind of a male-dominated world and leadership, and it was only so far up the company would take me. Like, although I was working for a very specific position, they were prepping me for this position. At that moment, when I did not get selected for the position, I saw, like, I kind of hit my point with the company, but I took it as I just need to go all together.
Right.
And so I jumped out, like, April 2014. Business anniversaries for 2014. But anyway, got out and did my own thing. Now, I will say that is, like, one of my biggest regrets.
Biggest regrets?
Yes.
Why?
Because I did something based off of emotion. Like, I wasn't prepared for entrepreneurship, so I spent the next few months just kind of hopping around, hoping that something sticks, and that's, thinking about bills. Like, eventually that money runs out. So it's like I didn't consider any of that. I just was mad and knew I was going to resign and,
You regret it till this day?
It's like a yes and no. It was a learning curve in the beginning of my entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Let me say that. I would have rather, of course, jumping in entrepreneurship anyway, it's like building the plane while you're going down, but I would have rather prepped a little better so that I didn't have to spend so much time hopping around on different ventures.
I'm very emotional. I probably quit jobs all the time and just wing it and be like, fuck it. God got me. That's my favorite line on God. God got me.
And see, like, back then, it was just like, I got it, it's fine. But then by month 4 or 5, I'm like, everything done ran out. What are you going to do now? But, of course, like I said, it was a learning curve. But I just, from there, because of that experience, when I get clients that are in the workforce and want to transition to entrepreneurship, I tell them, don't just jump ship. Yeah. Like, make an exit strategy. See how much you can save up, cover bills for the next few months while you get stable with your business, but don't just jump up and leave because somebody pissed you off.
Okay, so was your marketing business, was that the first one you started after you quit?
No, the first thing I started was I think when I was selling lipsticks.
You're selling lipstick?
Yes, I used to sell lipsticks. Then started with the hair extensions. Then I think I tried with, like, shoes. And then that's when I realized I don't like product-based businesses, and I don't want to do none of that. And it was like, of everything that I've tried, what was, like, the common denominator? And for me, it was helping other people. Okay. So I was like, instead of trying to push or find a physical product to push, why not push my expertise? Like, I take pride in my expertise in business development and marketing strategy and leadership and getting people together and making some stuff happen. So I was like, shift away from the products, just start offering, like, my business consulting, project management, stuff like that.
Okay. And you learned those skills while at the job?
Yes, my last 2 positions, both were, like, in management. So all the skills and the experience I gained there, I just left and did my own thing.
And that's how you became Simone the Mastermind?
I actually did not become Simone the Mastermind until, like, 2018. Okay. And that was when actually clients or just anybody that would come to me with, like, a business-related issue, like, oh, my God, I don't know what to do, I got this going, and I could immediately lay out, oh, just do X, Y, and Z, you know, or just do this. And everybody was like, oh, you're like a mastermind, or oh, you're like a mastermind. I was like, you know what? I like that. Like, I've heard it enough, and it became a thing. So, yeah, Simone The Mastermind became a thing in like 2018.
In like 2018?
Yeah.
Okay, so before, where was we before then? We was jumping. Did I just skip like?
Oh no, you're doing good. You didn't skip anything, I don't think.
Oh, okay, I was just trying to make sure.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so now you be outside helping people.
Oh.
You be outside helping people do what they do better.
Yeah.
That's why you was on my ass yesterday, huh?
Possibly. But I was like, let me pipe down before.
I ain't respond. I was like, okay.
Don't do me like that.
Whatever.
Don't do me like that.
So get on my ass real quick, like.
No. I have to bill you.
You have to who?
I'd have to bill you.
How much it cost?
$197
per
session.
How long is the session?
90 minutes.
90 minutes? Okay.
Within
That's
90
an hour
minutes,
and a half.
I can guarantee you that you'll walk away with a game plan to scale your business. Whether you're selling socks, whether you're selling cheeseburgers, I don't care what you do, what industry you're in, that's what I can do.
That's what you can do?
Period.
Okay. Cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel me? So, I usually don't prepare for my podcast, but the one time I did prepare, I felt like it went horrible. It just wasn't what I wanted it to be. But also understand that I kind of just jumped in here first, so nothing is really what I wanted to be, per se. So I prepared a couple topics, just a few.
Shucks now.
Just
I
a
got
few.
extra nervous.
Why? Don't be nervous.
You didn't send them to me, so I mean.
Oh, was I supposed to send them to you?
I mean, it would have been a nice courtesy.
I don't really want you to prep your answer.
It's not prepping my answer, but prepping for the show.
I guess.
It's fine.
Sound like the same thing to me.
It's fine, but it's fine.
It's like the same thing to me.
It's not, but it's fine.
Okay, so whatever. Have you ever heard of this dude named Hans? In hindsight, he has a visual podcast on YouTube. So I watched this dude named Hans, and on his video, he was talking about a cheap motivation, right? So things happen to us in life that push us forward, that motivate us to do more things. You know what I'm saying? And oh my gosh. I kind of like, you know what I'm saying, I must have broke down into some tears when I seen that video. But it's one of the things he talked about is that, like, revenge, you know what I'm saying, could be a cheap motivation, and like heartbreak could be a cheap motivation, and things that, like, they're not really sustainable for the long term. Like, it might propel you forward for a little bit, you know what I'm saying. But so do you experience that? Have you experienced that? You know what I'm saying?
I will say I used to, I guess, indulge in what that would be considered as a cheap motivation. I used to want to do things out of, wanting revenge or pride or ego, or just even trying to, I don't know, not necessarily thinking long term, but even on the personal and professional side, like, cheap motivation will burn out very easily. And then, and that's why motivation as a whole can only go so far, because when you're lacking motivation, what happens to your brand? What happens to your business or your project? And that's where discipline comes in. So to me, cheap motivation would be just that, cheap, because once it's gone, what do you have left to keep pushing what you got going?
Yourself. No, just playing.
I mean, that's true, but if you don't even know, don't do that.
Right. I'm
you know
sorry.
What? I'll put my hands on you.
Please don't. I fight back.
Oh, it'll be a party.
I fight back. I feel like this podcast for me, so it was a lot of things that motivated me to start my podcast. But I think that heartbreak was one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, run the team. I want to know.
You want to know?
I want to know.
What you want to know?
I want to know what led you to start the podcast.
It was I feel like, first of all, I'm very passionate about everything, and I see a lot of things in general that I don't like or complain about, or feel like, okay, people can improve in this area, and I feel like the only way to get people to improve is to say something about it, right? So how do I get, if I feel like nobody's listening to me, how do I get people to listen, right? That's my train of thought. And also, I just love talking to people, you know what I'm saying? I love, especially if they interesting to talk to, or got something, you know what I'm saying, got something good going, then I can ask you 1,000 questions most of the time. But that combined with, I went through some I had this girl I was fucking with, and how it began was, or from my perspective, how it began is, when we first started talking, I'm like, look, I don't need nothing from you, right? I need you to communicate with me. That's all I need. I need you to communicate with me. We good. Don't waste my time. I'm like, don't waste my time. Only way you can waste my time is by not communicating with me. Time come down when it's time to communicate, Shawty ain't communicating. I'm pissed off. I'm hot. I'm mad. I'm angry. Like, when I say livid, I'm upset.
Oh, no.
I'm like, hell no. Like,
Everybody don't know how to communicate. Just because you needed that or required that don't mean everybody know how to do it.
Understood. But also, so?
That's valid.
And so like, I think that one, I be having a lot of expectations, even though that was just one expectation. It was a lot on my end, you know what I'm saying? It held a lot of weight. The lack of communication left me in confusion. It left me confused, and it left me like, I had a lot to say and I couldn't say it. So boom, I need somewhere to vent. And I need this shit to be heard. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I start the podcast.
That's awesome.
When I had been like thinking about it for like years, maybe two years before I ever started. Like, just running it down with my friends, and you know what I'm saying? My friends will tell me I need to start a podcast anyways. They're like, you need to start a podcast. So I can get on somebody else's podcast, and somebody else will tell me, hey, why don't you do that yourself? And I'm like, okay, shit, might be a nice idea.
That's perfect.
You feel me? But I had some cheap motivation, you know what I'm saying? I had like, so it's like, all right, boom. So after you say what you got to say, and I feel like, low-key, mine might not be cheap. Low-key.
I mean, it could have possibly shifted into something a little more sustainable motivation. Now it's a matter of, you want to push your brand.
Yeah, with the brand.
I think we all started with some cheap motivation, but hopefully it shifts. It normally shifts so that we can actually.
Yep. And part of some of the other cheap motivations that he was talking about was like being in a place of lack, so not having enough money and doing things just because. Also, he was talking about the destination, right? So like, every detail, every step in the process should be the destination and not the actual destination, right? So it's just like, I need to pay more attention to details. I need to care a little bit more about how things look, how I'm setting things up. The stuff you were complaining about.
I was not complaining.
Yeah.
I was giving insight.
Whatever.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why not? Why shouldn't I do that?
You're funny.
No, you funny.
No, you are funny.
You the funny one.
Okay.
That's why I asked you to be on podcast. I was like, this girl is hilarious.
I'm really not. I'm really shy, but I appreciate the opportunity.
You not shy.
I really am.
Barely.
Okay.
When you were shy? You had broke out into song and dance the last week.
I was drinking.
So you not shy when you drinking?
No, it was a little liquid courage.
You like to drink?
No, I prefer smoking. I like,
yeah,
my
yeah.
But
You.
I prefer my sativas.
Oh yeah, we gotta go there. Yeah, you the cannabis boss, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not the cannabis.
What you mean?
But I do publicly advocate for cannabis.
What made you start that?
Excuse me. Well, first it started with personal use.
Personal use.
I mean, for self. I used to be on a lot of medications for like mental health, and it literally got up to about 4 prescriptions a day strictly for my mental health, and that used to drive me insane.
You went to the doctor?
Yes. Well, like a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I didn't like how they made me feel. I didn't like just big pharma altogether was just becoming an issue for me. And I traded them all for a blunt.
Mm-hmm.
And like literally traded it off for a blunt. And I have still been able to, just improve in the mental health area for myself.
Do you want to talk about that?
I don't mind. I don't mind talking about anything. You just take me where you want me to go.
Take you, okay.
But not too much. And I don't curse. And I'm shy.
You don't curse?
No.
My mama want me to stop cursing. She tell me that people can't watch it if they don't want to curse. And I be like...
Well, I disagree. Well, for me, I don't. But I don't, other people. I watch other people curse. I just don't.
Right.
Myself. I text it, though.
You text curse words?
Yeah.
Okay. Which ones do you text? Do you text them? Do you type them all the way out, or do you like abbreviate?
I do not like abbreviated words in text message.
Why not?
Oh my goodness.
W-Y-W? GG?
Oh, I don't even know what that means.
I figure.
So yeah, no, I don't like that stuff. Spell it out.
Okay, so mental health is a big thing in my world. I have friends that have suffered from mental health. I have a brother that is currently in mental health institution.
Mm-hmm.
He did some bad things, but he was diagnosed as schizophrenic. It's long.
Mental health is very prevalent.
It's precious to my heart. I love it.
Yes.
And I be dealing with depression and shit. But I don't really want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about me.
I mean, no, it's fine. It's fine.
How was your experience with a psychiatrist?
I did not.
Hold on, wait. Did you go through the public health system, like free, or did you have like insurance and you had
I had insurance to see a psychiatrist.
Right. So you didn't. So you got a good doctor. You didn't have no like.
It depends on what you consider is good.
Do you consider them to be good?
Not somebody who had me on 4 medications because he wouldn't let me finish a sentence. No. No. It was just so easy to just sit and,
Can I ask you what you were taking? And what they were for?
I can tell you I don't remember everything I took, but I can tell you what they were for. Around 2018, I was diagnosed with PTSD, manic depression, and shockingly social anxiety. And so I was taking 1 prescription for each, but one of the meds was giving me lack of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave me another med for that, which caused nightmares.
Whoa.
Like I was on the same, one of the same prescriptions that like combat vets take. So that was a very stressful time. Taking 4 meds a day just because you're sad, pretty much.
Nightmares?
Yes, and the nightmares were very intense to where I wouldn't even want to go to sleep.
Like what you was dreaming about?
I really can't think of anything specific, but just always, I guess, like I don't know, just scary stuff, or waking up in sweats, or
just scary stuff.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
The scary stuff. But yeah,
what's scary to you? Like rabid dogs and shit.
No, I mean, I don't like remember.
Okay,
This was like years ago, but it was enough to where I used to tell the doctors like, I don't want this. Like, this is not really helping me. It's kind of adding to my issues.
Yeah.
So it was a matter of, you know.
So did you go to a therapist first, or you went straight to a psychiatrist?
I started with therapy first, and I still will go to therapy. And actually, for years, I kind of fought against getting on medication because I'm like, it's not necessary. But then I felt like maybe I do need the help. So after about a few years of therapy, I did try and was back off within like a year. Like, no, it's not.
He was like, nah, that ain't working.
It's not for me.
The medicine not from you. Well, I probably shouldn't tell her business, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, don't tell nobody business.
Yeah, I'm gonna have her on the podcast. That way she could tell her own business.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure she love to do it. Man, that's wild. That's wild. Okay, boom. Let me do this. I, for one, love therapy. Okay, I went to the University of Memphis. I went to MTSU first, and then I went to University of Memphis. So I wrote a paper my freshman year of college, and my teacher was like, maybe you should go to therapy. And I was like, okay, whatever. Didn't pay her no attention. My sophomore year of college, we was sitting in class, and I had a teacher with a strict cell phone policy. And this particular day, he told us we could be on our cell phones. We working in a group. So I'm pulled out my cell phone, I'm working. And he must have tapped me on my shoulder and said something to me. And I went clean the fuck off on his ass. Like, what the fuck? I was just in there, bitch, like, nigga, I'm doing what you said I supposed to be doing. What the fuck? Is you tapping on me, telling me I can't be on my phone when you just said we could be on my phone? We could be on our phone. He was shaking and shit. Like, he was like, can you follow me to this room? And made me go out the classroom and shit. That nigga was shaking hard. He was like,
you cussed him out that bad?
I ain't think it was that bad, but I guess so.
Oh, you must
I'm
have
black.
Some seasoned cuss words. You know how to put them together.
What? No. I don't think it was that bad. I just
sound like he was shaking.
He was shaking. I just remember him shaking like so hard, and I'm sitting there thinking like, why the fuck is this man shaking so hard?
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm sitting there thinking. I mean, he just he recommended me to therapy. After that, okay, boom. So then I transferred to the University of Memphis. When I transferred to the University of Memphis, and I went there for recording technology. I had the hardest time with my advisor before I even got to class. And so the first day of classes, I didn't have no classes the first day of classes. So I went in there to find my advisor.
Oh, shucks.
I went in there to find my advisor, and I had like 6 things I needed to ask him, right? I go in there, I sit in his office. Like, it's weird, like, it's a desk like that. I'm like right there, he behind his desk. The whole time we in there, he would not look at me. Every time I ask him for something or I say somebody, because I had been coming up to the school before I got to the first day of class, trying to get in touch with him, but he was never in his office, so I always had to go upstairs to the people over his head. And they was putting me in classes and putting me in, trying to help me get what I needed for the first day. So every time I say something to him, he'd be like, he be fact-checking everything I had to say. He was, like, literally calling people and asking, did you talk to this person? And did you do this? And did you say this? And blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about, he wouldn't look at me. Not one time in the office did he look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay. Every time we got finished with a question, he would be, like, trying to dismiss me and rush me out the door. We did that about probably about 3 or 4 times before the last time came, and I was like,
the last time.
I was like, look, what is your problem? Is it because I'm black or because I'm gay? Because you don't know shit about me. So what the issue is? I don't know what the fuck he said after that. All I know is I was crying, cussing, and yelling when I left his office.
Oh, wow. I know my advisor at University of Memphis sucked.
Yeah, because I can't speak for everybody, but mine were trash.
Yeah, mine most definitely was trash. Like, most definitely was trying to pull me out of studying chemistry.
You feel me? That shit like, sucked.
No, we need Black people in science.
Yep. So somebody came out from down the hallway, come and grab me. He was talking to me. Woo. I was like, fuck it. I was like, fuck the University of Memphis. Y'all in this whole time. University of Memphis better than MTSU. No, the fuck you ain't. Look at what the fuck I'm going through on my first day of class. I'm tired of this shit. Hey man, a couple of days later, I got an email from like the carrier's office. Sit down in this lady office. She was like, who do you have to talk to? I looked around the room. I was like, bitch. Nobody. It's just me in this hole. Like, what the fuck you mean talk to? When we start talking? Like, who the fuck does that? I mean, that's what I'm thinking to myself. And end up, so boom, she said maybe you should go to therapy. This time I go, okay, somebody has recommended therapy to me 3 times, so maybe I should probably go to therapy.
That's valid,
right? So I talked to myself. I said, okay, I can go to therapy, you know what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing but talking. I like to talk. So, shit, I'm going to talk about myself. Cool, we can go to therapy. That's what I said to myself. I signed up for the therapy, and I went. And my first day of therapy, I sat in the lady class. I sat in the lady room, and she said, you know, crying is how your body deals with trauma. And nigga, I cried for the rest of the hour. We didn't say nothing else. She just stared at me. She used this awkward silence technique where most of the time she would just ask me questions and stare at me anyways, which was very weird and awkward, but it was effective for getting me to answer the questions that she wanted me to answer. Because I used to lead that and I used to be like, damn, I know so much about myself. But I cried. My first session, I cried that whole hour, and then I ate food. I hadn't been eating for I don't know how long, but
that's beautiful.
So I think that if you got somebody good, you know what I'm saying, therapy is a good thing.
Therapy is always a good thing.
And I did I'm talking about I did group sessions. I went to 3, 4 therapists because the first lady I had, she ended up leaving, graduated. The next dude I had, he was an Asian man. He used to cry with me, and I was just be like, bitch, we both can't be in here crying. Somebody got to be strong in this bitch, and it's not gonna be me. So you gotta go. The next lady I had, she was a Black lady, and I enjoyed her most of the time. It's just in particular times I was like, your solution is not the solution that I want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's not how it works.
But I feel like
what you want to hear.
I felt like she gave me a very Black solution to the problem, and I feel like the problem, I didn't need that type of solution. I want to talk to a white person. I ain't gonna lie, and it's very rarely that I ever be like, I want to talk to a white person. I just want to talk to somebody else. Like sometimes her coping mechanisms just wasn't. I'm like, I'm not feeling that. You know what I'm saying? But it was very rare. Other than that, we had a great relationship. I liked her, and I did a bunch of group therapy. I did.
I've never done group therapy. I do not like groups.
Dang, that's trash. Oh well. That kind of just stressed me out. The light just went off.
Oh, I didn't know what was going on.
You ain't noticed?
I mean, I did, but I didn't know if I should talk about it.
Oh well, it's real and raw in this joint. Dang. And somebody told me that my podcast was raw. I was like, thank you.
That's beautiful.
Is it?
That's what it's supposed to be.
I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, that was my experience with therapy. I love therapy.
Well, don't stop.
Yeah, I can't afford it. And that's why I said, did you go through it publicly? Because my experience with public therapy, because that was at University of Memphis, my experience with public therapy was terrible.
My first therapist ever came from the University of Memphis, and she ended up graduating. And that, oh my gosh, I wish I could have kept up with her. She was perfect.
Right.
But
somebody must be doing something right at U of M.
I mean, that was many years ago.
How many? You gonna tell me? When you graduate? When you go to college?
You almost got me.
When you go to college?
Yeah. And then I tried.
Oh my gosh. 20 what?
20?
Yeah. Not 19. That's terrible.
What? You know what? No, because we're not doing that. But yeah, so, and, yeah.
20 what?
20 what?
When you graduate college?
I didn't graduate college.
When you start college? What year?
And I got put up a grade, so that still won't help you.
Well, you might as well tell me then.
No, I'll pass.
Whatever. Come on,
Save
man.
her for the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. Face ass. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. What you was finna say? You was finna say something.
I don't remember.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, got a next topic. Face ass. This why I don't like preparing for my. This why I don't like preparing.
No.
I hate preparing. It's so weird.
No, it's. I mean, you have.
The transition be weird as hell. Anyways.
Because you make it weird.
I'm an awkward person sometimes.
Me too.
But
It's like the blind leading the blind.
it's cool. We in the jump together though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna let you fall.
Period.
We're blind leading the blind. I might let you fall if we both blind. But I ain't try to. I promise I did. Alright, one more thing. It's the last one I got.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so boom.
So boom.
I like to talk about relationships.
Ooh, is that why you made it last?
Yeah, of course. Yesterday, I was talking to my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling her how I ain't like something that somebody did. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And my friend was like, "I like it when you hard on the hoes." And I was like, "Hard on the hoes? What?" I was like, "Why the fuck I gotta be hard on the hoes, right? I'm sweet, like I like to be nice." You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like it's a thing for, like, women don't like you unless you being mean to them.
That's not true.
You don't think that's true?
No, and you're not about to do that.
What you mean?
You're
I definitely.
projecting based off of your experience.
Okay, so boom, my experiences.
And to your friend, don't call ladies that. That's not nice.
Sometimes they be hoes.
What you be?
Sometimes I be a hoe too.
Oh my God.
The fuck? Sometimes they be hoes. You don't feel like that?
I don't know.
You don't feel like that's true? You don't feel like, women like you more when you kind of mean to them?
No, I don't.
You really don't feel like that?
No, I don't. I don't.
They like you when you hard on them.
No, those are just
Crazy people?
people that still attached to like trauma and toxic situations.
Oh, so they need to grow.
They need to heal in some areas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like this right here.
Mm-hmm. Tell me how you feel, youngin.
I don't want to be mean to nobody ever.
And you don't, and you shouldn't ever.
I don't want to be mean to nobody ever. I go out of my way to foster an environment that fosters love, you feel me? Which means, because I be working on this shit too, which means not being mean to people, which means not being spiteful. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like those are traits that are not valued. I don't know how old you are, so I can't talk about your age, but I don't know about people your age, but people my age, I feel like they definitely, like, they want somebody to be mean to them. They want somebody to talk to them. Like, they are just attracted to, I don't know, aggressiveness.
There's a few people in my age range that like the same, and that's why I said it's more so based on who is being intentional about, healing and growing, and who's not.
And I really just feel like I can go there. I can go there with you. But
we just shouldn't.
If I go there with you, it's for real. It's not for play. It's not an act. I'm not doing it because I want you to like me. It's because I can't stand you, and I can't stand something you doing, and I'm really mean at heart. But I try to keep that tucked away.
You're not mean at heart.
How you don't know?
You're not mean.
You don't know.
You're not mean at heart.
You're just gonna make that. You're just gonna make that my truth. Huh?
I mean, no, I'm not. No, I just believe that maybe, when you pull a few layers back, it's pretty soft in there.
I'm soft. Don't get me wrong. I'm a crybaby.
Me too.
But I could be an asshole too. I just don't like to be an asshole.
Then don't. Don't do anything you don't like to do.
Sometimes I feel like you got to take that out your pocket.
No.
What you mean?
Anytime you're in a situation where you feel like you need to take that out of your pocket, you need to remove yourself from the situation or the person.
But it's too late by that time.
No, it ain't.
I mean,
it's never too late. It's never too late.
Didn't we talk about being emotional or no? Yes, we did.
Emotions cloud intuition. So you shouldn't be moving out of emotion anyway.
I don't understand.
You do.
No, I don't. How you gonna make me understand? She's like, you do.
I'm sorry, that was aggressive.
How you gonna make me understand?
My bad.
My bad. My bad. You just laughing.
Because you're funny.
No, I'm not.
You really are.
I didn't say nothing funny.
Okay.
All right. See? That was not funny.
No, it's just you.
So you don't feel like you should be hard on the hoes? I mean, the women?
No. You shouldn't be hard on anyone. You should just be who you are, and either people align with it or they don't. But if I gotta be hard to be around somebody, that makes me feel like I need to like be on guard or be on defense. That's stressful. That's a lot.
Yeah, my first girlfriend, I used to feel like, why the fuck I gotta act like I don't like this hoe for? For her to act like she like me.
Bless her.
We was together for a little minute too, like I think it was like 11, 12. So maybe 10th, 11th. She went to college. She was a year older than me. She went to college. So we went together my 12th grade year because I was like, you should go to college and be free and not be worried about me. She wanted to be with me, but I wasn't going for that shit because I knew who the fuck I was dealing with. No. And probably didn't talk that year, but didn't talk my freshman year. And then my sophomore year of college, we started back talking.
And how did that go?
Trash. It was bad.
It was bad.
It was very bad. She man, I remember this one time we was in the car and it was me, her, and her friend. We smoking, and I think I must have put on a song by Kodak Black. It was like damn. I don't wanna fuck with you no more. I just remember that part of the song. Man, she must have got mad. She must have got heated, bro.
Oh, why you do that? Did you do it on purpose?
No, I didn't do it on purpose.
Are you sure? You like
What? You light skin too. The fuck? I didn't do it on purpose, but but still a dick move of me. But I didn't do it on purpose.
Then how was it a dick move of you if you didn't do it on purpose?
Because it was just dickish. It was asshole-ish. Even though I didn't do it on purpose. But, subconscious is a thing.
Got you. I agree.
Yeah. Boom. Boom. Do I got a boom? Nope, I don't have a boom noise. Do I got a boom noise? Yeah, but that shit was trash.
Sounds like it.
Yep. And then this one time, I'm just telling all my business, but that's cool. I don't care. And this one time, man, we used to smoke. A lot of our relationship was smoking together. And man, pull up over her house. It was like night. It was nighttime. You know what I'm saying? I got this car, right? The passenger door don't open. I'm sitting in the passenger side. She in the driver's seat. She want to hop on the phone with somebody. I guess I wasn't paying her enough attention. She want to hop on FaceTime with somebody. Like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't paying no attention. I'm writing my song or doing something in the booth. They must have said, I'm on their ass about you, babe. You on their ass about you, babe.
I mean, it could be.
What? And then it was a nigga. I was like, what the fuck? Man, I was like, bitch, get out the car. I couldn't get out my door. The door was
right, because you were on the passenger side. And that's the door.
I couldn't get out my door. I crawled. She wouldn't get out the car. I crawled out the back side. I opened the back, come out there, snatched out the car. Who the fuck is this? Who you talking to? Like, what the fuck is going on? I just remember just like yelling and doing all type of crazy shit. I ain't fight her.
Well, that's good.
I should have, but I didn't.
So glad that's a thing of the past.
What? Fighting people?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
Is that a thing of the past?
I don't know.
Still lay hands.
I will. Shit. Don't take me there. That's how I feel.
That's valid.
I be trying not to go there, but self-control is a thing that may or may not exist.
It exists. We just have to master it.
And you gotta like self-control coupled with being emotional. It ain't working.
It'll work.
When?
Therapy.
Oh my gosh, therapy costs money.
Insurance will cover it.
I ain't got insurance.
I'll send you some resources.
Send me send me the bill too.
Well, no.
Can we work out a payment plan?
You're funny.
I'm serious.
About what?
About the mastermind.
A payment plan for
my session.
Oh. I mean, of course. But, I do believe that if you, check out a few of the resources, the workshops that I'm working on bringing down here next year.
You got some workshops coming to Cosset?
Yes.
You going to be an innovator in residence or whatever they call it?
I don't know about that part.
Oh,
I'm trying to initiate the connection because I would love to host some workshops down here to help with that.
They're going to tell you you can't charge for them.
I don't need to charge for them if they're providing. I get this.
Damn.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I got this.
I mean, it's an opportunity to provide free resources for people to use, to work on their own business stuff.
That's my stomach, y'all. I'm hungry.
Me too.
Hey, so you wanna drop your socials?
Yes. Follow me on Instagram at Yellabizbae, YELLABIZBAE. That's actually my social media handle for all my social media accounts, but primarily I am on Instagram and LinkedIn. Well, I'm not really on LinkedIn, but you get my drift. And yeah.
You can follow me on the Shade Shack at T.S.S.P.H. You can me on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. You subscribe. My podcast is not on any podcast streaming services. You gotta hit me on YouTube. So, with that being said, that's all, folks.